they were actually, compared to Q1 of 2019, expected to decrease. I think Netflix's beat is much more substantial than Snapchat's, even though Snapchat stock is up over 20%. Behaviors and wanting to go into stores, that will come back. But the point is, the shift to digital is real. It's now just the adoption is more accelerated. The shift to digital continues, and that is, so we're seeing tech earnings coming out. Netflix coming in at a little shy under 16 million new subscribers added in Q1. They were expecting 8 million, so they almost doubled it. This is in Q1. Will that trend continue? Will they double their performance in Q2? I don't know. Presumably, you'd probably see a lot of the uptick in people now sheltering in place, converting in the month of March. I think they will have strong performance in Q2, outsized performance as compared to what they're previously projecting. And and this is a great beat for them. This is a global number, this 15.8 million people added. Domestic paid subscriber additions were expected to come in at 775,000, and international paid subscribers were expected to be at 7.2 million. So that's how you get to the roughly 8 million number. And you can see this graph here, right? So, Q1 of 2019, they had a little under 10 million in ads. Interesting thing there is that they were actually, compared to Q1 of 2019, expected to decrease the number of new subscribers added at 8 million. And now they had a huge beat on number of subscribers at almost 16 million. Now, this is a great beat for them all around. And what's interesting, though, is when we look at Snapchat. Snapchat stock is up over 10% right now. This is after market. So they just released earnings, once the market closed today, Tuesday, April 21st. And stock's way up. But this is what's going on. I guess it's up more than 20% after hours. Stock is way up. They're saying Snap beats revenue 462 million versus 430 million. It's up over 20%. Now, this is what's happening with the stock market. Honestly, the stock market just doesn't make any sense anymore. So they had, when you look at this, they had a 44% revenue growth when compared to first quarter of 2019, right? And this is what everyone's going crazy over. Wow, Snapchat's so amazing. But if we look at their Q3 from 2019, so this is ending in September of 2019, they had a 50% increase to 446 million in Q3 2019 revenue, right? Compared to 44% Q1 of 2020 compared to Q1 of 2019. And that was them beating their projections. So, when you look at these two relative numbers, I think there's this general investor or just sentiment in the stock market that, right, if you're digital, behaviors are shifting to digital. Yes, that's true. But when you look at the beat from Netflix versus Snapchat, I think Netflix's beat is much more substantial than Snapchat's, even though Snapchat stock is up over 20%. So my point is, we can try and make sense of all of this, but it doesn't mean that it's going to translate into the stock market. You're just seeing a bunch of crazy things happening right now, whether it's oil prices or any number of things that are happening on a day-to-day basis. But certain trends like this, right? The shift to digital is real. You are going to see a lot of behavior change, more aggressively shift to digital, and that's not going to return back to the analog ways. Some of it will, and so it's not completely gone, right? As things rebound, behaviors and wanting to go into stores, that will come back. But the point is, this shift to digital was already happening pre-corona, and now post-corona, those trends are going to continue. They were already continuing going into this crisis. It's now just the adoption is more accelerated to the digital side of the equation. Hi, this is Alex from Winner Take All. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the content. Feel free to leave a comment, ask us questions, and definitely make sure to join us on our next live stream.